Okay, welcome to the Montclair Beach Club. We have the mixed doubles match, and we're starting the shooting with Rachel starting off right into a 10 off.
Right into the kitchen. That did not take long. Is this a live match right now? We're actually gone live, or are they practicing?
I don't know. It looks live to me.
All right, well, real quick, my name is Rick Kluber. I'm joined today by Peter Rockema, and we're here for, as Peter mentioned, the mixed doubles match. This features...
This is...
All right, so this is live. All right, so we have, it was shooting black right now. We have Diane Tobin, who's partnered with Bill Lawrence. And shooting red is the Cohens. This is Daniel.
Yes.
And
Rachel's second shot comes in and just misses an 8, just catches the line.
What's he want? Nope, we're good. All right. All right, Peter, get back in the booth.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, Peter's back in the booth.
Okay, here we go.
All right, we've got no score on the board right now. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We have a 10 off. We have a 10 off on the red side. Let's see if Rachel looks to clear that. It looks like it's pretty well hidden behind that other disc. Touching that's going to be a drive-by.
Yes, it looks like she's blocking her own 10 off. And I think Diane's just going to look to score here.
I wish we had a camera on Daniel right now.
Yes, that would be good. Diane looks like she's coming in a little bit short, and she does. What do you say? Right now would be the best time to mitigate and score some points. And here comes the shot. And she takes her own way off, but does not score, leaving the final shot to Diane. Here it comes. It still looks like it's going to be a little short. So there's only the 10 off red for this score. Now the men set up on their side to shoot down. Red will shoot out first again. As we go, each side shoots once, starting off, and then we switch to the other color. So Dan will start off shooting his red weight, and he goes to throw up a block, which goes a little bit long and ends up in an 8. Bill follows real quick with a 7 on his side.
That was a very quick shot from Bill.
They are shooting quick, aren't they, Rick?
It's uncanny. And there's a drive-by.
A drive-by.
Bill's going to take a look at that 8. He's not going to get a piece, but he's going to go deep 7. He's going to go through the kitchen. He's through the kitchen.
Bill was looking to block that shot on that side and just went a little too far. And there's 15 points with a nice shot by Dan. And Bill takes his top 8 off. I think Dan will look to just block here. And he does put up a good block.
You know, I've got to apologize to the fans at home. We got thrown right into this match.
Yes,
we weren't even aware that they were starting.
We didn't get too much of a chance to even talk about it, but there you go with Bill taking a great shot, taking the weight off. No points, but I guess that's saving points on his side.
And the score remains 10 off Cohen and 0 for the team of Bill Lawrence, Diane Tobin.
Okay, now we're going to switch. Black will shoot out first.
I got to think that the girls are going to be a little more settled in this second frame. I think there were a lot of nerves on that first one.
I think so. Who was shooting too far and who was shooting too short? So
I think they were as unnerved as we were. I'm not sure they knew the game had started. We thought to ourselves, is this practice?
Yes, exactly.
Considered that.
I think we were a little unnerved too, so we're settling in. And here comes Diane with her first shot. With a 7.
Yeah, she'll come up and visit after the first game.
Let's see what Rachel can do.
Oh,
with
a deep 7 right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Nice strategy.
And Rachel looks like she's going to come in trying to hit it and misses.
Drives it right by. Drives it right by.
I think Diane, if she's knows her shuffleboard. She's going to try and block up that 7. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe she looks to a high 8. Maybe she wants to try to back it up, but just try to keep that disc out of harm's way.
Yes. And that's it. She's looking for the block, but it might
I don't know. I think
short.
Sally's coming to town.
Yes, it's
yeah,
short and coming off the board.
That's going to come
For
off.
those who don't know, that puck must make that second line there, or it comes off the board.
I hear Billy talking about his wax stick again. The wax stick went missing a few weeks ago. I'm not sure how the discs are actually performing.
Here comes Rachel's next shot, and it looks like she's going to drop in right next to her on a 7.
Pair of 7s. 7 and 7, a high ball. Some people used to call that a high ball back in the day. Peter, remember that? The old
yes. Yes,
the old whiskey and soda, the high ball?
The high ball. Look at this. Almost scores a 10, but trying to block up her 7. Let's see what Rachel's going to answer here. And she takes off the block. At the same time, blocking her own 7 quite a bit. Not a bad shot.
Yeah, not a bad shot at all. It's early in the game, but this is a very important hammer for the Cohens.
Yes, she does have the hammer. Diane's still shooting a bit short in most of her shots, so
it's going to be a big score right here.
Yeah, this is a good chance for them to get some good points.
Is it too early to call this the toughest shot in shuffle, the hardest shot in shuffle?
The hardest shot in shuffle.
A wide open board.
Yes.
Let's see if Rachel can capitalize.
Here it comes. And it looks pretty good.
Just a little too deep into that 7.
Yes.
She's going to wish she had that disc back. She's going to wish she had that one back.
Yes. And I guess we're going to a -3 on the red and 0 on black. Here goes Bill with his first shot. And he looks to block that alley that's been so great with a 7. And Dan's still looking for that curve on the alley and misses his shot.
It's a tough break to catch. I played a little bit this morning,
It
Peter.
is. If you shoot it too hard, it goes straight off.
You'll drive it right through the break.
Yeah.
It's hard to catch it. But when you catch it, it's magic.
Exactly. And he did catch it, but there's no score. Everything's on the line. Bill's looking to score on his side, and he does come up with a 7 black.
Cohen squares up and
Dan
shoots.
looks to take it off.
Clears
and he does clear
disc.
it.
Not entirely unpredicted.
What do you do here with the hammer, Rick?
If I'm Daniel, I'm just looking to score.
I
I'm
agree
looking
with
to
that.
score. And I'm afraid, no, he's going to make it. He's going to make it. He's going to push it.
He's going to throw himself into it.
Oh, hold on.
Let's see. No call, no call, no score.
No score.
He got away with one there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Man, he has got to be nervous in the service.
And there you go. That's the reason why they call it the hardest shot in shuffle.
It is true. It is true. That is on both sides of the hammer.
Yeah.
The Cohens failed to capitalize. It would have been a great opportunity to get themselves back up into positive territory. Calling lines on the north end of the court, we have Billy Kopak.
Yes. Actually, I think he's on both sides of the court right now.
Oh, he's calling lines on both sides?
He is. I think so.
Not sure that's odd. You know what surprised me about this match, and I know it's early. I know it's early, Peter, but no score from the Lawrence and Tobin side.
And there is another 10-off shot by Rachel.
Hey, Bill, is this live?
She's back in the soup. She is back in the soup.
No, this is 3 rounds in.
No, they haven't started playing yet.
Yeah, they have.
No, they haven't, you jackasses. That's been all practice. This is not practice.
This is all practice?
It's all been practice. It's live now. You guys have been commentating practice.
You know what? This is completely ridiculous.
Peter, Rick, feel just a bit outside.
Was anybody going to tell us that?
I didn't know you guys were up here. I didn't even know you were up here.
So are they shooting or they're not? What?
No, this is live.
Why don't?
This just started.
All right, we're gonna apologize to everybody at home, and we're probably gonna have to hit this on an edit because there's no score. There's no score. But you know what? Cohen's in the kitchen. Got no score. Would you please announce that there was absolutely no score?
Yes, there is no score on the board right now as we were commentating on practice. Unbeknownst to us, but Rachel, with a fantastic shot, takes off her weight and scores a 7, so it is 7 red.
Well, that was some burnt commentary, Peter.
And Diane answers with an 8 black. What do you say, Rick? She scores here?
I think she scores. I think she looks to score ahead of that 7. Maybe get herself a nice 8, provide a block. And can she slip it through? She drove it too deep, and she lost the 7.
Yes. She's
great opportunity
she's
for
taking most of her
Tobin
shots
Lawrence.
very deep.
I thought there was no practice in the tournament matches. I thought it was like you step up and you play. All right, we're going to move past that. And we've got a score of 8 black.
Now we know why the men were shooting so quickly. They told us they were starting.
Yeah, we got bad information in the booth.
Yeah.
Bad information in the booth. Well, like, did you guys start? They're like, yeah. Peter, explain it.
You want to guess the parents from the first loser 5 out of the last 6 years?
Well, Dan starts off shooting a 7 red. And Bill looks like
Bill's
he's
going to
just
go
gonna
ahead and
try
clear
take
that,
it off,
right?
or-
Oh, no, he just drove it
Yeah,
right by.
he misses his shot completely. Dan will look to block up his 7 now. And he comes in probably a little too
I
deep.
think it's a
because that's
little
easy
too
to
tight. That
yeah,
is a
I
very
agree with
easy
that.
shot to clear, but Bill's going to go for a little snuggle action and look to, oh, the 7 is good.
7 red.
7 is good.
He'll probably try to block this one up again, right, Rick?
I don't see why not. I mean, I think I'd even go with a higher block. I wouldn't even worry about picking up any more points. Curiously, he
instead
goes
he
to the
goes to
other
score on the
side,
other
goes to score on
side.
the other
And
side.
he puts it right in front of the black, which was not a bad move.
No, because if Billy goes to push that thing, that black one could just as soon end up right in the soup. Oh, he's going head hunting now. All right, we got 8 red only.
I think he's going to try and take that split away.
I'd like to think it's too early to go to the kitchen, but I don't think it's ever too early to go to the kitchen. Not in tournament play.
He's looking to dump him, too. Oh, wow. Look at that. It turns out to 15 points red.
15 red. I wonder if Bill can get them both. You think he
Not
can get them
expect-
both here? I think
not
he's looking
expected.
at it. He is looking at it. He's
looking at both.
He's got 1, and we've got 8 red and 7 black.
8. No, it's not, but he can. Yeah. He was looking to get both, but he only got the 1. You have 16. Well, we have 8 red and 7 black. So you got an 8-15. Yep. Right.
I was just confirming the score.
Score is 8 red, 15 black. With red out to shoot.
Hammer moves to the Cohen side
Michelle,
of the
who's
equation.
been hitting it very deep.
Looks like she's
and
going to go
she
deep
does it
again.
But she does go too far this time and doesn't throw herself into a 10 off.
Got it all the way through.
Here comes Diane, who put up a block at the top of the triangle. Here comes her short. It's short.
That's going to
No.
come in nice.
Oh.
Just caught that back line.
Not too many people try the line there because it fades to the brook, but she did
It's a bold call.
gallant attempt.
try to get a piece of that corner 7.
And Rachel's feeling the pressure and still hitting it too hard. Diane's third shot.
It's a little tentative. It's going to clear
Yeah,
that
she
lag
over-
line, but not by much.
Yeah.
Great
Over-
protection if that 7 were scoring, but it's not. It's not scoring. There's no score on the board.
Here comes Rachel's shot, and it's close, but nothing. Just catches the line at the top of the 10. Diane looks like she's going to go down the line again. And she does. Trying to push her own weight. Nice attempt, but hit it a little too hard.
I'd like to say that's an open board, but it's not.
No, it's pretty tight, so you can't really call this an open board.
She's got to
so-
take a look down that left side alley.
Yeah, she's going down the alley. And I think she pushed it a little too. Oh, wait.
Does it have enough? Just
Wow.
not enough
Those
pepper.
reds are
Not
really
enough
moving.
pepper. You know, if I'm not mistaken, this is the second year that Diane's been partnered with Bill.
Yes, it is the second year.
They emerged as champions of the
They did.
mixed
They did.
doubles last year.
They are the champions right now.
Defending champions. Currently holding on to a 8-point lead, 7-point lead. All right, 15.
Okay, Bill's out first on this round.
15 black
Here
and 8
comes
red.
his shot, and it looks like it might just land in a 7. And it does. Let's see what Dan does. Does he take it off?
I think he takes it all off.
And he's looking to score in front of it. Oh, and
did he? But
just the 7 red. He came very close to dumping Bill into 10 off. And Bill's going to return the favor.
that's heading for the
And
fuzzy
bingo,
dumper
he does
barber
it.
shop.
10 off red, 7 black. What a shot.
Right in the hot stuff. Right in the hot stuff, and leaving the high 7.
Yep.
Definitely going to be a dart.
Yep. Dan's trying to take his weight off.
Oh, just
And
Oh.
takes off the 7, but doesn't get to his 10. What do you say, Rick? He's going to block it up?
All day long.
Yep.
Oh, wait, he's going to the other
no,
side.
no.
It's interesting.
He's blocking the
I think
alley
he's
shot.
challenging Dan to go chase that 10 off, and he's gonna, but he's gonna draw. Oh, and he just
does
nicks
it.
it. Nice clearing
Nice
shot from Daniel.
Nice clear. Bill being protective and just blocking up that corner shot.
Here's an open board for a
Open
hammer
board.
swing. And did he go drive-by soup? No, he did not.
No,
There's
he
no
didn't.
score. No score. As we
But
change
Rick,
sides.
as you said, that's why it's the hardest shot in shuffle.
You know, this match is not exactly what I was expecting.
No, not at all.
I mean, even based on the practice that we called as if it were the match. It's,
right now there's a lot of nerves because the score is still 8 red, 15 black.
yeah.
2 rounds with no scoring.
I don't think anybody can understand the velocity of the weights. I think Julie
Yeah.
Lawrence broke out a new black.
Yeah, he used some of the court wax on the bottom of the
Yeah.
discs. And then they were
They
baking
are-
out in the
They
sun.
are having trouble with the speed of the weights.
Well, traditionally what we find in the mixed doubles
And watch
matches
this,
is
watch this. Look at Rochelle scores an 8, barely pushing that weight, and she scores an 8.
the women tend not to play nearly as much as the men here at MBC.
No, that's true. Here comes the black shot, and
That's
there's
gonna
a
be
pair
good
of 8s.
score. That is and we got a pair of 8s down there.
No,
No,
that's
you know,
true.
She's sitting on a nice lead. 1 disc. A 1 disc lead. 1 away.
Here's Rochelle. Is she going to block, or is she going to go chase that 8? Oh, but she's looking to block.
She's got Sally on line 1, and she makes it.
She made the line, but she really didn't set the block that well because Black can still see her weight.
What if Diane's going to follow the lead and go for the block? Let's see what happens.
Diane looks like she's setting up to block. And that looks like what she's doing. She's setting up to block, and doing so, she scores a 10.
Plus, we've got 8 red and 18 black on the board. could be an interesting twist. I think Rachel's got to get at that 8. I think she bypasses the 10 and looks at the 8, and that was the smart play.
And that's exactly what she did.
Can't risk the
What does Diane
8.
do here? She's going to go back and try and score another 8?
I think she should block up the 10.
I would agree with you, but she looks like she's lining up to just go score. And that's what she's trying to attempt.
Shot. I think that's going to come in nice for her.
She's got it.
She goes back after the 7er. She try to push that 10 and maybe get a 10 of her own.
Oh, here comes a bullet down the line, and she misses. Right, this is a great opportunity for Black to score quite a few points.
Potential 3-bagger in the offing. Again, toughest shot in shuffle.
And here it comes. It looks good. It looks good.
She's gonna bang
it looks
the
good, and she does. 25 points Black. It's 8 red, 25 Black. 8, so it's 16 and 40. 16-40. And Lawrence, Tobin, and Black take a big lead here.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that was just judicial use of the hammer by Diane right there. It's 25 points on the board is a very well played match round.
And Dan starts off his round shooting first, and he throws up a block. Let's see how Bill answers this one by almost throwing him into a 10 off.
I almost want to go back to that last frame and think about that 10. And I wonder if she just cleared that 10 early, because that was the biscuit that stung.
I agree with you, but I think she was afraid to take the 10 off to not to take her own 8 off. So I think she was afraid of that.
But she could have pushed the 8 into the 7.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
And I think she played a little too conservative, and that's what cost them the 3-disc score.
I agree with that.
But it's still early. Still early.
Well, Cohen's have a red 7, and it's well blocked. And Dan goes and looks like he's just trying to continue to protect his 7.
Picked up a little bit of cloud cover.
Let's see how Bill answers.
Nice. I'm enjoying the shade. Peter, you enjoying the shade?
I'm enjoying the shade.
Makes her better viewing, too.
Oh,
a lot of lines
Bill
down
squeezes
there.
a weight in there. I don't know how he did it. He didn't hit anything. Here comes Dan with his final shot.
Looking at 7 red only right now, right?
I think maybe he's looking to split here. I think if he comes in with the right angle, he could split his weight here.
There's a potential 3-bagger. He could go to the 3-bagger and not with that shot.
Not a bad idea. Looking 7 red only, but here comes Bill with his final shot. And Bill scores a 7, so it's 7 red, 7 black on that round. That's all he needed. He just needs to keep the score going. So it's 23 red and 47 black. Black still has a substantial lead here. And here comes the lady shooting.
We're coming up on a Cohen hammer, correct? So Diane will be shooting first on this side.
Let's see what Diane does here. Looks like she's coming up the line again. And she just comes up short. Let's see what Rachel has to answer to this. She's been struggling with her speed most of the game.
I'm wondering if she's not following through all the way. I feel like there's a little tentativeness, like she's holding up as she's shooting. I'm wondering if just because the discs were moving so quick early.
Possibly. Also, I noticed that when she was trying to push the weight harder, she short strokes. She doesn't follow through very much on her stroke there. So right now, there's no points on the board. Here comes Rachel's shot. It looks like she might be scoring with this one. No, and again, not realizing her speed. Throws herself into a 10 off. I think that's her second or third 10 off this time, Rick, huh?
Is that the third one?
I think
one of them might have been in practice.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting, what I'm noticing from the booth angle here? The 10 off is much bigger than it seems when you're playing the game, right, Peter?
It seems that way.
Right? Strenzy? We got Dave Strenz up in the booth here with us today, too. So some special guests. You might have heard him before. Here
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see what we got here. Michelle comes in, unfortunately, dead straight. It's a tough one. You never know with those 10 offs, I tell you.
Yeah, you really have to hit on an angle or your weight stays in there, and that's exactly what happened. In the meantime, Diane's
one goes in, one
and
goes
she's going
out.
to look to protect it, or is she going to look to score again? Let's see what her shot does.
I think she's going to look.
Looks like it's coming in a little too.
It's going to have some line on it. Got a little line on it.
Well, she's got the 8. I saw that. I did see that. Let's see what Rachel tries. She's trying to take off her weight again, and she misses.
She gets
so it's
but she got the 7. Oh wait, there was. Oh, that was the 8 is scoring.
Red, 8 black.
All right, hold on. We're getting to the score.
10 off red and 8 black. So it's 55. So the score now, 13 red, 55 black. Black with a very, very substantial lead.
I mean, I tell you, Black has just been playing very consistent today, thus far anyway. They've learned the new speed of the weights, and it looks like it's really getting in Red's head.
Yes, I do agree with you. I think the red team has had trouble getting the speed down. As we see there, as you see there with Dan, Dan almost throws himself into another 10 off.
This is a critical hammer round for the
is.
Cohens. Dan's got to be looking to make some hay here. And Bill just lays
Bill
up
answers with a 10.
that nice Maury 10.
I mean, Rick, what do you think? At some point, do you think the fix is in with the Lawrence? I mean, it's nonstop Lawrence, 24/7. They adjusted the weights just to the nice little taste of the Lawrence.
It's no time for conspiracy theory and shuffle. But there's no doubt about it. The Lawrences are well represented deep into the tournaments.
And there's
Connor
Bill
will-
just keep on dropping a 10 in there.
We'll be back with the men's singles tomorrow, the championship round featuring Connor Lawrence.
Well, if the fix is on, we'll watch Bill throw another 10. Let's see. And here it comes. Bingo. That is the third 10
Wow,
in a row.
Magic.
I'm pretty sure that 10 just stopped on a dime. Does he have a little mechanism in his pocket to just make it stop like that?
Oh, but Dan answers with the 10.
Done
Holding
with a
the
rebuttal
10, so
by
it's
Dan
10
Cohen.
red.
All right, we got 10 red.
Yes.
10 red only.
10 red only. So the score is now 23 red, 55 black. That was a good round for the red. They came back and scored 10 points. Let's see what the ladies can do.
I feel like Michelle's changed up her shooting
we have
style.
jokesters here in the booth today.
It's interesting. She's gone to a 2-step, or a 1.5-step delivery, but she still can't find the
Still
speed.
can't find her speed.
She's getting close. She's getting close. She's kept it out of the kitchen.
The nerves are getting to her.
I think they know we're talking about them.
Yeah, I think so.
That's why Diane wears the glasses. I think it keeps her focused.
But I'll tell you this much: Diane seems to get smoother and smoother with each shot.
Yeah, she's very comfortable
She's
out there.
kind of settling in there. And Rochelle, still struggling to find her speed, has 2 weights that almost in the 10 off.
Now, Peter, does that leaner have to come off?
No, it doesn't, because it's still on the board.
It's not contacting the cement on the other side. Just trying to clear that up for the folks at home who might be new to shuffle.
And there's a nice 7 black. Diane's getting smoother and smoother with each shot. Rochelle needs to answer and take that weight off. And she does. She pushes hard. And she just nicks it, but does not remove it. She is rattled. She seems to be struggling right now. Yeah, she's just trying to score. What I've noticed from Rochelle so far is when she's pushing her shot hard, she pushes off to her right. But this one looks better. And she does take the weight off and score the
Clears
7.
the 7 and helps
And
herself
it's
to a
tucked
7.
in nice behind the black on top by that 8. So that was actually a great shot.
Quite a pretty shot.
And Diane's going to look just to score and answer.
This one's
but
a
it looks
little
like she's
tentative.
coming up a little
Again,
short.
a little tentative. That was a big opportunity, I think, there for Diane. And we go 30 red and 55 black.
So the red is inching their way back in.
Yeah, this first game, and of course we should just make it clear this is a best of 3.
Yes.
Each game to 75 points.
Correct. And Dan throws up what looks to be a block in the 8, but Bill's going to answer back real quick by taking it off and scoring his own very high 8. That's actually a great shot, Rick.
That's about as high as an 8 as I've ever seen. I don't think he could get much higher. What do you say there, Panama Red?
I don't know. Panama Red. I tell you, at some point we may go to the advertisement and say, hair club for men. Some of these guys are balding pretty substantially.
We can't claim responsibility for
Are you a member? No. Okay.
The ancillary color commentary come from Dave Strenz.
This is live and direct on YouTube, isn't it?
No.
No, this is live to tape. We're live to tape today.
Bill looked to be throwing up a block, but it looks like he missed because he left the alley open. But Dan looks like he's setting up to go down the opposite side. And he does. Rick, what do you think of that shot?
He's going to help himself to a nice 8 right there. But you know what Bill's going to do? Bill's going to clear that thing.
He is.
And he's going to look to park that thing right in Soupville. No, but he clears it
wasn't the shot he wanted because he didn't score his own 8.
No, he'd have rather taken an 8 and left the 8.
Exactly.
And again, another opportunity for the Cohens as they regain the hammer.
Way back in.
It might be. Is it too early to call this like maybe the most critical 2 frames in the first game?
I agree.
I think it's make or break it time for the Cohens right now.
I think it is. I think these next 2 rounds are going to be very crucial.
All right. Now we're back at it.
Diane throws up her first shot, but just hits the line between the 10 and the 8.
Not going to help herself with that later on. Kind of blocked her own side of the board.
It did. She has been doing that. I think she's trying to score, but just keeps on coming up
just going a little short, yeah.
And Rachel looks like she's getting her speed down now. Here comes Diane's shot. She looks like she's going to come down her alley again. And Diane almost scores.
Just a little too deep, but it was a very good shot. She had scored it. So I look off into the distance. I see Rich Tobin making his way to the arena, checking in on his wife. See how she's doing out there. Wonder if we might even be able to get Rich up in the booth.
And look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
A nice tight
a
7.
Nice shot right up the alley.
Right down the alley.
We're a 7
Is
red.
it up the alley or down the alley?
Down the alley. Down the alley.
I
Yeah,
think it's
down
right
the
down
alley.
the alley. Yeah.
Diane looking to answer back, trying to push her own weight again.
Thread the needle, and now she's going to make contact with that biscuit.
Yeah.
That's going to come off, and that's going to leave a more open board. This is a real opportunity for the Cohens.
She did open up to take that 7 off, so it looks like Rochelle might want to be throwing a block up again. Oh, looks like she's got a little too much on there.
Got a little sauce on it.
Yep.
A little too much sauce.
Just drives it right on by.
Diane's got to take a look at that 7. I think she's got to take a hard look at that 7. She's got to clear that 7. You don't want to give up 2 scores now. 2 scores ties the game.
She's looking to score. Oh, here's a great opportunity for red again.
What's that
Red
I
has
hear
been
knocking?
inching back.
That's opportunity knocking, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. Here it comes.
An opportunity
If she
to tie
scores
the
on
score.
this shot, it looks good. It looks good.
This could be the biggest 8 of the day.
Oh!
Oh, and it just got some line. It got some line.
Just catches a line.
Oh.
But again, red is inching back. It is now 37-55. And the Lawrence-Tobin duo has not scored in 3 rounds.
Yeah, she's going to wish she had that disc back.
Here
We'll
it is.
see how
And
things
red
unfold.
has the final shot.
It looks like Big Papa Dan Cohen is getting the nerves of the best hitters, taking off his shirt, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's gone topless?
He's gone topless.
It's an interesting strategy. He's just going for it. He's
Black
going
is looking
for it.
to block the alley.
Made an appearance.
Let's see how Dan
Where's the hat?
answers.
We need the hat. He needs the hat.
Oh, and he
Oh,
throws
here
up a
comes
short
Sally.
eight.
Here comes
Coming
Sally.
off the board.
Sally says. Doubles women's. Football.
And Bill's strategy is block up the board. He's taking that alley shot away from
Now,
Dan.
if I'm Dan, do I look at a deep 7 on the other side?
I think that's a good idea.
Try to lure Bill back there. Things get a little tenuous back in that corner. Catch that drift. Do you catch my drift, Peter?
And he's doing exactly what you told him to do. He's trying for it.
Oh, but he didn't quite bang the 8. That's
I don't know.
Kopech's going to get a look at it, but I think he's going to find that's contact in the line.
That's
Oh,
a
it's
good
good.
weight.
It's
That's a
good.
good
Wow.
weight.
Yes. This is why we check.
Wow.
That's why we check. We don't have
And
an
Bill
ideal angle
very
from the
quick
booth
to
up
try
here,
and
but-
take it off.
And he's
And he does.
oh, and he does. Just catches a
Bill
little
playing
bit
a
of
very
line.
defensive game right now.
Catches it, well, as he's wanted to do. They've got a lead. It's not a substantial lead, but they've got a lead.
And Dan is trying a very risky
And
shot.
he push it, and he
And
pushed
he
it.
does it.
He pushed it real good.
It was a very good shot by Dan Cohen. A risky shot, but he did score his 7.
And a
put up the
well-protected
block.
7. A
Yes.
well-protected 7. Oh, could he push this 8 in? Oh, that
And
is
Bill
a nice.
answers back with an 8.
It being hammer time red. One more shot for Daniel. Wonder if he
What
goes
does Dan do here? Does he score it? Or does he try to take that black 8 off?
I think he's gonna get aggressive, but I would lay it up. I would lay it up and try to get an 8 in front of Bill's 8.
I tell you, if you look at those weights that are standing right there, if he clips it onto the left of that black, he could possibly hit the red, but then the black weight
Try
could
to work
actually
that.
knock his 7 off. We
Yeah,
don't know.
Strenzy's suggesting like some kind of a happy-pappy combo. But I mean, I would go with, minimal contact on disc. Maybe just use Bill's 8 as a backstop. Ideally, push it onto a line. But I wonder if Sally plays the game. Oh, and
Oh, and he
my, and
scores
an
the
interesting
black.
turn.
So
Interesting
it's 7
turn.
red, 15 black.
That is not what the Cohens needed.
15. 7. So you're 45. 50. No.
This is 70.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
had 15. What is it?
I don't. I think so, but okay.
We're not getting accurate scoring information up here, but at the moment we stand at 44 red, 69 black.
44-69. With the red shooting, so black has the final shot.
We were off by like 1 or 2 points.
It happens.
It's shuffle. It's shuffle, people.
Black has the hammer on this one. And Rachel, finding her speed much better now, throws up a block.
Now, what's interesting is any score wins the game for black. And they
Correct.
have the hammer. So Diane can play however she wants. She wants to keep her disc out of harm's way. She doesn't want to give them anything that they can put in the kitchen.
And the question is Rachel aware of that? Being a novice player, is she aware that any score will win?
We have no idea if she's paying attention to her silent captain.
Exactly.
I can't see Daniel now, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was somehow indicating that she should look at the scoreboard. I'm not sure that that's allowed. It probably is that coaching if you were to just be like,
Yes, it would be.
That would be coaching
that would
just to
that would
indicate
be
to look at the
against
score?
the rules.
trust your silent captain, they say in shuffle. It's the one of the
There was an
number one
interesting
rules.
shot. She didn't make her shot, but she actually blocked a possible split.
I gotta wonder if Diane is even thinking about the last shot. Because if I were her right now, I wouldn't even be thinking about the last shot. I would just be shooting discs. I'd probably be throwing them
Just
off the
scoring.
board. I'd be throwing them off the board.
Oh, yeah,
I would
no.
wait for that hammer. I would have confidence in my hammer. But it looks like she's fixing the score.
She's going back to what got her here. She's going up that alley with her shot, and she does score an 8. She's got that shot down now.
Now, if I'm Rachel, I got to think about trying to dump that disc. You got to clear that
Rachel
disc
needs to clear this shot.
and potentially dump it.
This is the game here. If that 8 stays on there, and
Yeah, she's
she
got it.
does clear the shot and
Nice.
scores herself, it was a nice round.
Helps herself to the 8.
Now, if Diane's smart, she comes up and scores right in front of it.
Yes. Yeah, because that 8 red is going to do nothing if she can score an 8 black and hold that 8 black through the end of the side.
Yeah, that's a good point, ladies and gentlemen, because I never think about that. But you just place it right in front. I always go for the hammer to knock it off, just like
Diane does take the weight off, but does not keep her score.
lay it up.
She's got that hammer in her pocket. She's got the hammer in her pocket, and I can't not think that she's not thinking about hammering that hammer. And this could be driving right by. And a wide open
This
shot.
is it.
Wide open shot. The
Shot
hardest
for
shot
the
in
game.
shuffle for
She's
the
going to
game.
go back to what got her here. She's going to go up the alley.
We might actually see a little leg kick when she nails this shot.
And there it is. Here it comes. Oh, and it's
Oh,
a
and
little
just
too
a little
much.
too deep.
Again, the
And it-
open board syndrome, the hardest shot in shuffle.
It's absolutely uncanny. It's uncanny
It's
how hard it is. You could have hit a 10, an 8, a 7,
and nothing.
and nothing.
Open board syndrome.
And the score remains at 44 red and 69 black.
Now Red's got a tougher task because they do not have the hammer in the last shot. And Dan puts up a score on the a ball. On the
I'm reasonably
it might.
confident.
It might.
I'm
So we have
reasonably
2 shots on the
confident.
line right now.
That tells me that, it's Lawrence time.
If I were Daniel, I'd be thinking about
Daniel's
blocking it
blocking.
up.
He's blocking.
Yep, you got to block
He's
it up
looking
because
to block it
'cause
up.
I'll tell you what, Bill's not going to miss that last shot on an open board. He's not going to do it.
Here comes Bill's shot. He's looking to split his weight. Oh, and he just clips the red on top.
Yeah, but that's pretty handy clearing that block out of the way.
Now,
He's got
what is-
plenty to work with back there. Now, if I'm Daniel, I got to think about getting rid of that
I think
the
so.
disc on the
I think
on the
so.
10
Oh,
line.
he's looking to block it up again, though. No. Oh. And he doesn't score. That's
Billy's
dangerous, folks. That's
going to go
dangerous.
right to Splitsville right here.
Here it is. Bill with the shot for the split.
Picks up the 10, picks up the 8 on the back end. Now that's going to
And
be
he's
tough
got
to
it. He
defend.
does
That
the
is tough
split.
to
He's got
defend.
18.
And he's got one more disc
Now-
in his pocket.
He's got to take care of both of these weights. Does he clear them both?
Good. It's looking good, ladies and gentlemen.
But no, he leaves the 8, and that's it. All Bill has to do is push the weight past the first line, and
And he
game
does.
black.
And game 1 black. All right. All right, so Peter, what were your indications of the first game? What do you think we saw right there?
Well, listen, I think the shooting was very erratic. A lot of weights all over the board, especially on the ladies' side. But towards the end, Diane started to get that shot down the alley. She started scoring there, and she's going to continue with it, I think, into game 2.
Yeah, I agree. I think Bill played very tentatively early. And
But the key part of the game was when Diane scored 25 points. That stretched out the lead and gave them the opportunity to go for it down the stretch.
Stretch out the lead, and then we had that burnt hammer. I'm going to go back to
yes.
that because we talked about it before we went into that frame.
Yep.
And that was the game.
That was the game
On
there.
both sides, they
Yes.
failed to capitalize on that hammer.
Agreed. Agreed.
I think when they go back and look at the videotape, they're going to wish they had that frame back.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so should we